Since when the Parliament of Ghana resumed sitting, that was on Tuesday, it has been very interesting because the minority, the NDC in Parliament, filed a petition to the Speaker upon some four member of Parliament they think, or according to the Article 97, Clause G of the Constitution, stated clear on the facts or the basis with which an MP seat can be vacant. They believe that these MPs, their seats should be declared vacant because there has been a precedent. In the year 2020, the Honorable Joseph Asiama of Fomena, his seat was declared vacant by the Honorable or the Right Honorable Speaker, Aaron Mike Okwe. So the precedent needs to be followed as stated by the minority in Parliament, and also backing their facts with the Constitution. When this issue came up, the Speaker of Parliament, Aban Smana Bagbin, gave the House a notice that he needs more time to think into this to give his ruling. Yesterday, Thursday, Speaker Aban Smana Bagbin gave his ruling, and in that ruling, he has based his fact on the Constitution, that's Article 97, Clause G and H, stating that the seats of these four MPs have been declared vacant. So these MPs, as you can see on your screen, the first one is Honorable Kwajo Asante, who is a member of Parliament for the good people of Suhum. The second one is Honorable Cynthia Morrison, MP for Aguna West constituency. Then also, so these two were on a ticket or MPs on the side of the New Patriotic Party, but then they are running as independent candidates in the upcoming 2024 December elections. Then also we have Honorable Andrew Asiama Amwako, MP for Fomena constituency. He is an independent candidate, but is working with the New Patriotic Party or with the former or the then majority in Parliament. Then the final one is Honorable Peter Yao Kwachi Aka, who is the MP for Amenfi Central. Also, he's working or he's on a ticket as an MP on the side of the NDC, but then he's now going as an independent candidate in the 2024 general election. Let's listen to what Right Honorable Speaker Bansmana Kinsel Bagbin said.
Speaker is called upon by the standing orders of Parliament, particularly Order 18, to inform the House of the occurrence of a vacancy of the seat of a member under Clause 1B to E, G, and H of Article 97 of the Constitution. Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the polls, the following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. The members are Honorable Peter Yao Kwachi Aka, NDC MP for Amenfi Central in the Western Region, now referred to as an independent parliamentary candidate for the same constituency. 2, Honorable Andrew Amwako Asiama, independent member for Fomena constituency in Ashanti Region, now referred to as MPP parliamentary candidate for the constituency. 3, Honorable Kojo Asante, MPP MP for Suhum in the Eastern Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. And finally, Honorable Cynthia Mamile Morrison, MPP MP for Aguna West constituency in the Central Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this House any longer. The House is accordingly so informed. Honorable members, I thank you for your patience and attention.
So that was what Speaker Aban Bagbin put out there by giving his ruling on the subject matter, declaring these 4 seats vacant. That means these MPs can't go to parliament again. They have ended their work. So let's look at what the numbers now says in parliament, or who has the majority and who has the minority in parliament. Now, so before speaker's ruling, that was yesterday, the NPP had 137 MPs, then NDC had 137 MPs, with an independent candidate or an independent member of parliament being one person. That he's working with the NPP, so then they qualify to be the majority. That is 138 in parliament. But after yesterday, the ruling of Right Honorable Speaker, the NDC now has 137 seats, then the NPP has 135 seats, which obviously the NDC is currently the majority of parliament. The question most of the people will be asking is, will there be a by-election in these constituencies? The answer is no. Now, let's go into the constitution. As you can rightly see on your screen, we look at Article 112, Sessions of Parliament. That is the Clause 5 and Clause 6. We read, it says, whenever a vacancy occurs in Parliament, the Clerk of Parliament shall notify the Electoral Commission in writing within 7 days after becoming aware that the vacancy has occurred, and a by-election shall be held within 30 days after the vacancy occurred, except that where the vacancy occurred through the death of a member, the by-election shall be held within 60 days after the occurrence of the vacancy. The most important thing now is, so that's Article 112 clause 5. Let's look at the clause 6, where the emphasis is. It says, notwithstanding clause 5 of this article, a by-election shall not be held within 3 months before the holding of a general election. So the constitution says, if a member of parliament seat becomes vacant, that due to any other cause, within 30 days there should be a by-election. When it is through death, that is, it will take 60 days to for the EC to organize a by-election. But then, notwithstanding that article, when it is 3 months for us to go into elections, then the EC cannot organize an election or a by-election in that constituency. And looking at the challenges we are faced with now, currently we have barely 2 months or 50 days to go for the election. So then these constituencies can't, or the EC cannot have a by-election coming off in those constituencies. So this is what is happening in the Parliament of Ghana. Thank you very much for listening.